bouncing around over there, Bob. You're fucking weirdo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, damas y caballeros, damen und herren. My name is Bob with the Blunderbuss Special. I'd like to thank you. This is another special edition of Rob's Garage. Rob's Garage!
I don't know. It's horrible.
And is with me as always is Nate.
What's up?
And of course, it wouldn't be complete of Rob's Garage if we actually didn't have Rob.
Hello.
And only special guest, we have Tug Gravy.
The Graverson.
Howdy.
Or Steve, as we sometimes call him.
Howdy.
And today, it's getting close to Halloween, and we really want to cover just... Rob has a collection of stories.
Creepy shit stories, yeah.
Creepy shit stories that he's heard from his father. And,
Well, not just heard from his father. I mean, he's got some that's actually happened to himself.
yeah. And
sure.
And it just...
A lot of weirdo shit.
A lot of weird stuff. And, like, we thought we'd share it, because honestly, it's one of those, like, really? Holy shit. So that's kind of weird.
It's all part of being Mexican, dude.
Yeah. It's
You know what I think is awesome about all of this whole Rob's Garage thing? And I know this is a huge segue off of where we're going, but there was a while back that when Rob and I were working together, we always thought of, like, man, wouldn't it be awesome if we would just recorded all this? Like, just put a tape recorder in the corner.
And now it happens.
And now it's happening, so it's kind of cool.
So
I just want to say that.
So now you have to own up to that bet and suck all our dicks.
That was the bet.
Hang on, I think I got some chapstick.
You clearly lost.
Pony up.
No, am I
Steak
the
pony
only?
boy.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the crazy one because I love ghost stories, and it's not that I fabricate ghost stories, but I think I cultivate ghost stories where I hear them, and I just love to tell them. I love to hear them. I love to read them.
Oh, they're great, man. I love that shit.
And San Antonio is just such a great town for ghost stories, and just
San Antonio is one of the most haunted cities.
Yeah.
there
You wouldn't
is.
think, but yeah, a lot of shit happened here. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Well, you know
people
what's
fucking died.
Before the Civil War, San Antonio was, part of the Manifest Destiny thing. The Go West, young man thing. That America tried to cultivate among the
Colonies and
Yeah.
so forth, yeah.
San Antonio was the farthest west city. It was over the Mississippi. It was the farthest west city that you could get before San Francisco for many, many, many years. So for over 100 years, San Antonio, even though it's far south, San Antonio was before Dallas, before Houston, before Austin, all those cities. San Antonio was kind of a hub for people traveling to the west.
So we went to El Paso?
No, El Paso's still not that very big. El Paso.
No. Well, it was there though.
It was there, but it was
probably like a village.
It was like Austin, like Dallas back then. There was a community. Wasn't very big, but San Antonio's been kind of that metropolis, that area of a lot of people coming together.
Well, it was like you said, like a hub, basically.
Yeah, for hundreds of years.
Oh, Spanish.
Yeah, it's
Spanish to French.
Spanish to French
Right.
to
the Six Flags over Texas.
sure,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff kind of plays into it. But because of that, many, many, many people came through San Antonio. It became a hub for a lot of different people moving around the Southwest. And because of all those people coming through, we have, for a long period of time, the city has a real long and rich history. And with that comes the dark shit. You know what I mean? The stuff that there's a lot of those ghost tours downtown, and there's the Black Swan Inn, and there's the
Menger.
Yeah, the Menger, and the Battle of Salado Creek, and excuse me, all that different kind of stuff. I hit Nate's mic. Sorry about that, buddy. I wildly gesticulate even when people can't see me. But ghost stories is just something that I've always been attracted to. one of the and for everybody listening, one of the greatest books I've ever read is this. If you're from San Antonio or from South Texas, it's Spirits of South Texas and San Antonio.
It's a great book.
Awesome book.
My cousin has it, and I've
think
read
a
it
couple of
before.
friends of mine read
There's
that.
actually
You know what? I think I might have it inside.
there's three there's Ghosts of I believe there's 3 issues of it. There's 1, 2, and 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All having to do with different places around town, the Midget Mansion, the railroad,
Oh, yeah.
the railroad, Hunter Railroad tracks,
The aqueducts. And
yeah,
What's that one over there off of Gimbler Road? It's like something like a house.
yeah. The Black Swan Inn. That's the
Is
Battle
that-
of Salala Creek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, which a couple of a friend of ours, my wife and I, got married there a couple years ago. And when they told us they were having their wedding at the Black Swan Inn, we were kind of like, "Oh boy, here we go!" Because that's the Black Swan Inn is a big old colonial style house, like Victorian style, beautiful, beautiful home, and it's located right on the banks of the Salala Creek. Well, I think it's the. It was the Texas War for Independence that the Battle of Salala Creek happened, and essentially what the battle was it was, saying this, talking about this to you guys, I would normally give you a bullshit number, but this going out to hundreds or thousands of people or millions of people or whatever it is.
Yes, I'm sure.
yeah.
To all of you dozens and dozens of people,
There's dozens of them.
yeah,
The vast following.
you 4.200 people that we're talking to. It was
Don't
it
belittle
was,
our listeners, goddammit.
it was something like 300 American people versus 500 Mexican soldiers, and a few dozen Comanches and Apaches and all that different kind of stuff. Well, that home that's located there, it's now called the Black Swan Inn. Back then, it was a private residence of a certain person. I can't tell you who the name is, just because it's been so long.
Yeah,
since
it
I've
was
read
like a
about it.
massacre there or something like that, right?
Yeah, a lot of people died there.
Yeah,
To
like
the
creek-
Google machine.
Yeah, was it like the creek that runs through there? It was like so bad that it was like starting to run with blood or something like that. It was something
Yeah,
like that.
There's always those apocryphal tales of all that kind of
it's-
stuff.
Well,
but-
it's been a long time since
Yeah.
I've heard about it.
Heads on spikes.
yeah, right. So all of that kind of stuff in this town, especially, and it's also, I think, a big part of Hispanic or Mexican culture that the ghost story or the supernatural kind of tale. We've all heard the stories of La Llorona or of
La Chusa and all that.
yeah,
shit.
lechuzas and all that different kind of stuff. And I don't think that I'm singular in any of these experiences, but I was raised hearing these stories. Bob, you were raised hearing
geez,
these
yeah.
kinds of stories, all that different kind of stuff.
Yeah, I remember talking to my grandpa, and he would say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like the rope with the 7 knots, and they
Right.
represent the 7 truths. And that's what you hit the lechusa with until she turns into a woman.
Right.
And that's when you couldn't finally kill her,
Well, and see, I think it's all tied into faith. It's all tied into belief, our Catholicism.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
all
I
that
would
kind of
also have
stuff.
to say it's also poor Mexican farmers.
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's-
absolutely.
Oh yeah, a lot of superstition and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Just trying to explain weird
Yeah.
shit.
Sure. So a lot of this stuff is just kind of handed down from person to person to person, and I think the not the scariest, but the part that is most unnerving about this stuff,
Yeah.
or the part that kind of hits home the most about it, can be you can hear these kinds of stories from people that don't believe it or don't buy it.
Yeah.
Or they're it's not the type of person who would say this kind of thing or do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The type of person that wouldn't perpetuate this kind of stereotype or just don't engage in this whole shit.
Yeah.
My grandfather's one of those guys where the sky's blue because the sky's blue and not because God made it so, or
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But
Cut and dry kind of guy.
my grandfather can tell you some pretty gnarly ghost stories. You know what I mean? Where it's just I think it's just a part of us.
Yeah, as much And I think we talked about this. As much as we like to say we're like men of science, and no, it has to be fact. There's still that little piece in the back of your mind. You're just like, oh shit, it's fucking skinwalkers. Holy shit,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, but there's so much stuff, in not only in this world but in the universe that we can't, we don't know about or we can't explain. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's, where do people really go when they die? Do they go anywhere?
Well, the funny...
Or energy technically doesn't, just disappear.
Yes.
It's just transferred elsewhere. It's a lot of ideas.
I think I and not to get on off on a tangent.
Well, yeah, no, that could be a long bad tangent.
A friend of mine once said that he doesn't know what happens when you die.
Yeah.
And that he can't say that there's an afterlife, that there's not an afterlife, and that conceiving of something like an afterlife, is almost futile. You know what I mean? The comedian Dana Gould always says, "My dog cannot conceive of my computer, but the two of them can be in the same room at the same time." So what makes me think that there's not something beyond me that's greater than me, that, just because I don't have the mental capacity to dream or, whatever, what I mean?
Well, I'd like to think, say, if it's kind of like how we can't comprehend stuff, things in this universe, kind of like an ant trying to comprehend us. Like, think about an ant. Like,
exactly right.
Somewhere there's a being 1,000. I don't know what ants use for measurement. Ant legs high, and they'll destroy. One day they'll destroy us all. That.
Yeah.
But if we're lucky, we may feast upon their bones. Like, think about it. Imagine.
But I can sting them.
I can sting them. Oh.
But then they bring the wrath of the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
You play God and decided who lives and dies that day.
Who will die by the holy light.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. There is a chance of the fact that there are things we can't possibly comprehend.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. And I think that all plays into I don't know, your superstition, your
imagination.
Whatever.
Didn't you have an app on your phone? It was like a superstition from different countries around the world.
Yeah.
And you get a new one every day.
Yeah.
And you'd have to delete it off your phone because you're getting way too paranoid about that.
No, yes. I'm a pretty superstitious person. And part of that superstition manifests in I have to behave a certain way or do things in a certain way so that I don't step on cracks, which is it is not beyond me how stupid or ridiculous this is. You know what I'm saying? As I'm doing it, I'm saying, this is the most ridiculous fucking thing. I cannot believe that I'm falling for, So, as an example, I won't step on a crack, or I don't like to step on cracks. If I'm forced to step on cracks, I will. I know what the fuck we can do.
You're going to die.
But then I have like little self-imposed things. Like I don't. I wear glasses. I never fold the arms of my glasses. I don't, and I think it's bad luck when I do.
Huh.
Like it's
interesting.
When I take my glasses off, I set them. The arms of the glasses straddle the lamp on the bedside table, and I never close them. And I cannot tell you why I feel that way, but I just feel that way.
I mean, it seems like you feel subconsciously that it would be like a hindrance if there was an emergency and you had to put them on.
No,
almost more. It's not even not even like that. It's just like a habit that you've gotten into because you just reach over, know where they're at exactly, and you can just put them on.
I would more think it was kind of one of those like once you fold your glasses up, you never have to put those on again, which is kind of like if once you fold your glasses up for the last time,
oh Jesus,
you're dead.
Well, like in middle school, I would get so fucking paranoid that if I didn't do certain things, that I would have a bad day.
I feel the same way,
and it would
all the time.
And I still think I don't do that shit anymore, but it's like I still think about it every once in a while, and it's just kind of one of those things like, but I mean, I was fucking miserable in middle school, man. So it's kind of one of those things. Your mind just grasps at whatever it can.
There are things that will, for example, there are things that will happen. For example, if I'm going to work or if I get to work and something happens at work that's terrible or catastrophic or something bad happens, I try to think of the things that I did out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
And try to avoid doing those things from that. And it's ridiculous.
It's retarded. It's so retarded.
It's totally, beyond. I understand that I'm being irrational, but I do it. I do it every single day. What makes my foot hurt in this way? It's something biological. It's nothing that I did wrong to offend God or to offend, whatever. But I don't know what it is.
Because I used to believe that, like, people would say, they don't do that, that's bad luck. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was just they did that to prevent you from doing something else. Like, I used to tell myself that polish your shoes, because I was in RTC, so you had the uniform. Like, don't polish your shoes while you're wearing a uniform. It's bad luck.
Right.
And I didn't believe that it was something that,
You get polish on your pants.
Yeah, I would get polish on my shirt.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then you'd fail inspection anyway. So once you polish your shoes, that's it. Don't touch them. Like,
right.
That's it. Or like I don't know, whatever kind of superstitions.
Sure.
Don't walk under ladders. It's not that they don't want you walking under ladders. It's they don't want you walking under ladders to bump the fucking ladder and knocking the person off and possibly
or a hammer fall on your head
or a
something.
hammer.
Right.
But
it's funny that you bring like don't walk under ladders because in America. The superstition is if a black cat crosses your path, that's bad luck.
Yeah.
But like I believe it's in like England or I don't somewhere in Europe that if a black cat crosses your path, that's actually good luck. So it's kind of like, well, which is it?
Well, it's kind of like Friday the 13th.
Right.
Well, but that's the world over. Like
I can't remember where the origin of Friday the 13th comes from. Oh man, it's like right there, but it's like the whole Friday the 13th being a bad day.
And then there's actually a phobia against the number 13.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Right, what is it? Hotels don't have a 13th floor.
The Friday the 13th came from. Well, if you believe popular lore, it's that the Knights Templar were all rounded up and assassinated on the Friday the 13th.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah.
If you believe that.
That's right. Yeah. It's like in Japan, like the number 4 is considered a bad number because she is the number 4 and
it's very close to death.
Yeah, very close to the word death.
Yeah, that's right.
Like apparently, like I don't know. I mean, I was watching something they were talking about it, but like say like we're over in Japan and we're all gonna go like meet up at a restaurant or something like that. I've heard of like. There's like a group of 4 people. Only 3 of them will sit inside, and the 4th person has to go sit somewhere else because they don't want to have 4 people there because it's bad luck. And it's like, really 4? It's kind of like 7 is a lucky number.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Was it just look fancy? Is that what it is? So it's lucky.
Well, all of that, just the more it goes. When I heard the same thing. That 4 is an unlucky number in China, or the Chinese believe that
Japan.
That's actually China because
China too.
Yeah, China too. I learned that from a Western, of all things. Anyway,
was that the one with
Robert Duvall?
When I was gonna say the one with Waha.
Waha.
The other guy.
Waha latte.
Not Waffle Latte. John Wayne, where he's in like, I'm gonna cut off your ponytail, chun, and you won't go to heaven. That
was in McClintock.
Yeah.
Shit.
No,
that wasn't him. That was what the fuck, that dude that worked for him, his guy. I can't remember the guy's name right now.
Chinese
from McClintock.
Yeah, no, it was the guy that worked for McClintock that told the Chinese guy that shit. He's like, I'm going to cut your pigtail off and you're not going to go to heaven. And he's just all like, no, I family.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
That was a great movie. What
not
are you
as
talking
terrible as John Wayne playing...
Genghis Khan?
Genghis
yes,
Khan.
that was the worst.
If you type in on any search engine, John Wayne's worst movie, that comes up
Yep.
first every time. The
Yep.
the Conqueror, I think is what it was called. Man, they fucking must have glued his eyes back or something. It was like, holy shit. It's like, how did you agree to this, John Wayne?
And not to mention the fact that
Paychecks.
I doubt they actually had a lead Chinese actor back
Well, that
in the
was
50s.
you know what? I read a thing about that.
What are you
of,
talking about? They would have
some of
gotten
the
fucking
worst-
Mako.
Mako?
Some some of the worst movies that had like terrible stereotypes in them, and that was one of them. Was when John Wayne played Genghis Khan, and because like back in like that day, like it was unheard of for like an Asian person to have like the lead role in a movie,
yeah.
you know. So apparently he just like walked around with his eyes squinted the whole entire time or something.
Yeah,
You ever seen the Fighting Seabees with John Wayne?
No, I
Yes.
haven't that one.
Yes, it's been a long time.
The
Good
Fighting
movie.
Seabees. The Fighting Seabees is the Seabees in the Navy were engineers, and
Are.
so are
Yeah.
right, are engineers, and they would the Seabees would come into like an area.
Yeah, they would have to like.
And
set up.
they would build buildings, they would build airstrips, they would all this kind of thing.
So I mean, they're not
Right.
only
They were the
engineers and
equipment
builders.
operators.
They had to sit
Yes.
there and fight at the same time while building all this shit.
And in the movie The Fighting Seabees, John Wayne says, and I'm quoting pretty closely.
Paraphrasing.
Yeah, paraphrasing. It says, if Tojo and his bug-eyed we're going to build an airstrip on this island, and if Tojo and his bug-eyed monkeys wants to tell us any different, he could deal with the Fighting Seabees.
That's
And it's
right.
It's going like,
Yes.
Jesus.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's right. That's fucking right. It's been so long since I've seen that shit, but man, those guys not to fuck with, man.
Yeah.
Seabees are crazy bastards.
It was not that long ago that there was. They interviewed a. It was a Marine who was portrayed on the series.
the one that they kind of did like
The
Band of
Pacific?
Brothers.
Yes,
yeah,
the Pacific.
Okay.
I just rewatched that
Yeah.
not a while back.
I only caught pieces of it, but anyways,
God, and the name of the man that they interviewed, Bergen. His last name was Bergen, and he's one of those old timers that has the initials as the first name, like R.L. Bergen. You know what I mean?
nice.
And they were interviewing him on NPR, and he kept referring to the Japanese as Japs.
Yeah.
You know, and of course the NPR interviewer isn't gonna correct him or anything like that. But the NPR he did say, I've noticed that you're referring to the enemy that you fought over there as Japs. He says, do you still hold animosity towards Japanese people? Excuse me. He said the Japanese people are wonderful, industrious, rich culture who the world over have provided, the entire human race with innovations and technology and all this kind of stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, I will hate the Japanese soldier till the last breath has left my body. He says, as far as I'm concerned, I hate every last Japanese soldier that I ever saw, met, or killed. He said, I will feel that way to the day I die. And, the guy interviewing him is just like, okay, but, what I mean? What are you going to do? What are you going to say to this guy?
Yeah, but the thing is that that's real. I mean, that's it's not whitewashed or anything like that. That's how
Sure.
that guy fucking feels. It'll never leave him.
Well, I heard I watched an interview, like documentary kind of thing, with the people that played in the Pacific, and a lot of them really had a hard time using the slurs that they used in that movie.
Why?
Where they would call them nips.
Nips and zipper heads and
yeah,
all kinds
they
of shit.
really, because like the people that they used are, they're not teenagers, but they're in their early 20s, early 20s, early 30s. So they're like our age, and
They're asking those actors to not be
Yes.
politically correct.
exactly.
And
it was very hard for them.
well, that's
you know?
retarded.
I mean, I understand it's a
You know-
script, but
Okay,
there's
well,
some,
I guess you're not a real fucking actor.
not
shit. It's
necessarily, man. There's big time A-list actors out there that won't do a movie or whatever just because a script is written in a certain way that they don't agree with.
Well, the thing is some of the terminology in scripts like that, like some big name actors, they'll get all butthurt about that shit because it's going to make me look bad. It's
exactly.
But the thing is, that's what the character in the role is calling for.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And on top
but
of that,
at the same time, you get to choose what you're gonna say.
Right.
Well,
but if you
for example,
if
somebody asked me to say, "Hey, I have this project, and I'm going to pay you money to show up and say nigger every day, 10 times a day, or 50 times a day," I don't think I'm going to do that because I don't think I'm comfortable saying that word that often or at all.
Well, yeah,
for any amount of money. So I understand what he's talking about.
Well, no, but the thing is,
they had a real hard time about it.
Yeah, but that's just it. It's like you're going in to play a United States Marine in the Philippines during World War II. What the fuck you think you're going to do? Get the fuck out of here, man. It's like if you can't... I don't know. Just everything's so PC these days. It drives me fucking crazy, man.
Well,
it's so stupid.
That's what they had a problem with. It would... like Civil War movies and stuff like that. Like, even now, like, if you watch the... what is it, like the Hatfields and McCoy series?
Oh, yeah. That short,
I don't believe they...
4-part series, something like that?
Yeah, I don't believe they said the N-bomb once in that whole movie. And both of those guys fought for the Confederacy.
Yeah, but I don't think there was any...
There wasn't.
Yeah, but there wasn't any black people in that movie.
There wasn't
I
any
understand
involved,
that, but
I'm just like... why would it be mentioned?
What's that Django movie?
Oh,
they
Django and
say
Jane.
it a million times.
Well, yeah.
And it's just...
Well, it's what the movie called for.
Right.
It is what it is.
Exactly. I mean, whether you have qualms with it or not, you're going to do your job or you don't.
I mean, it's like, if you're going to play a role as a hardcore World War II Nazi SS soldier who's high up, who's, I guess commander of Auschwitz and stuff like that, using slurs and shit like that, of course you're going to have to do that. You have to portray the role how it's written. But I don't know. We're kind of getting on this weird segue.
Yeah, I was actually thinking I'm gonna have to re-record the beginning, being like racial terminology, blah blah blah. We were gonna talk about ghost stories, but never mind. We went on some crazy World War II rants about the word "nip," which the reason why they use "nip" because Japan's notified as Nippon, so they just said the short for "nip."
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you didn't know that, learn your slurs, people.
I didn't know that.
No.
Wow.
Huh.
I guess the old adage is true. You do learn something new every day. I mean, damn.
Every day.
Every day.
Got to learn something every day.
But
you lose a wrinkle in your brain if you don't, man.
Yep.
I actually know a lot of origins of racial slurs.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about them right now.
Yeah, we need to go somewhere else with this conversation.
All right. What about, Rob, the one that got me... Here, we'll start. Like, we got a lot of time. How much time do we got?
We're at 27 minutes right now.
All right, so are we going to 30 set or an hour set?
Hour.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
30
we have
30 only for half cock, man.
All right. Rob,
That's just you and me.
Well, I'd like to hear the story because this is one of my favorite stories. We'll go with the Bob stories because honestly, Bob, Rob's dad, he tells us a bunch of crazy shit, and it's always like Rob will be like, Rob's like, oh, dude. But Bob will tell you some crazy stories. Like one was, and he was dating your sister's mother, and then they were in the
okay. Excuse me. My grandparents' house is located immediately adjacent to a long alley that runs down the neighborhood. In a very small town in South Texas, probably about 20 miles from the Mexican border, Edinburgh, Texas. Shout out Edinburgh. What's up, Bobcats?
You fucking dipshit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for the day.
So there's this long alley that kind of crosses by the side of the house, and as the story goes, there's my grandmother who is, just one of those older Hispanic Mexican ladies that just is, very superstitious, believes in the whole
honestly,
nine.
whose grandma isn't superstitious.
Right.
Superstitious.
Superstitious.
Yes, sir. she's going to the house every day. And as she's walking inside, she notices that there's just a large white bird on the telephone wire that kind of traverses. It runs parallel to the alley, above the alley, and along it. And she expresses this to my grandfather and my aunts and my dad and stuff. And my dad was in high school at the time. And she's saying, there's a big bird up there, and it's not going anywhere. It's been there for a couple days. Mm-hmm. And as the days wear on, it's getting a little more.
You snacky motherfucker!
just pull that fucking shitty chocolate donut out that fucking wrapper already.
We're trying to set the mood here, an ambience.
Stuff your disgusting moof.
We just ruined the goddamn story about
goddamn
the
fucking tug gravy.
you know that's the rule. You can't be eating on the podcast, right? That's the rule.
Nobody told me the rule book, man.
God damn. Because then you have like rappers crinkling, and now we fucking up the story.
You're gonna need a bigger female belt.
You want a donut?
That shitty chocolate.
They could probably just add rhinestones to it, though. Like if you
Bedazzled.
Yeah.
My chocolate wax donut.
Holy shit.
So anyway.
Can you move the microphone away from your fucking gourd?
That's what it sounds like.
I want to go to bed.
All right, continue, Rob.
Big white bird.
So as the days are wearing on, she's kind of freaking out, just more and more and more. And this bird has a whole house just like in an uproar. So at one point, my father, who's probably a teenager at this time, or who is a teenager at this time, has enough, and goes inside the house and says, this is bullshit.
The decency of muting yourself, son.
We just threw that shit right at Steve. I don't even know what the fuck he wanted. Like a kid fucking up.
This is not a safe place.
No.
No. But yeah, your dad is. Shit.
Safe place. Like a fucking dickhead.
We're gonna have to like cut and splice, and you're like,
Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
yeah. Finish it post production.
Come on, push me, Pop.
And you know what? Sarah said, she goes, you guys probably should record before Steve gets here. He's gonna fuck the whole thing up.
But I didn't fuck anything up. That's the thing. Nate was the one who started laughing and talking shit while I'm trying to open my donut.
Well, everybody can hear the fucking cellophane.
I was trying to do it as quietly as possible.
And then I don't know.
To God,
You go
he's
outside and you eat it in shame, all right? Like the Pop-Tart eating motherfuckers you are.
It's gone. It's over. You know this, right? The shit is over.
I don't even know what you were doing.
All right, well, never mind. This
It's
is going to
fucking
be
over.
the scary...
The shit on Steve fucking... The enormous fat body fucking... He's drinking beer and eating donuts for real.
Chocolate donut. And so we're going to have like another episode. All right. This is going to be the Halloween episode where Rob talks about crazy shit. And
that
now...
once was fucked by Steve and his fucking chocolate-eating mouth.
I've got a pretty weird story.
You got a story, Steve?
I do have a story.
Is the one about the cat like walking on your chest?
No.
that you told me for 20 minutes?
Has nothing to do with that.
And I expected a better outcome other than a cat walking on your chest?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Was it the one where you stopped at Valero and got fucking 6 fucking chocolate donuts and brought them home and stuffed your fucking bearded fucking hillbilly face with them?
No, that's a story for a different time.
No, it's the one where he was telling me the story about a cat. He was staying at some girl's house, and a cat walked on his chest, and I was expecting something like...
And that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was
the cat licked my eye, man. It was weird.
And I was kind of expecting like some... And then I learned you can't make brick without straw. No. Just a cat walking on my chest. Nope. Just pointless story.
A lot of Steve's stories like sound profound when they start, and then when they end, you're like, what? The fuck are you talking about?
Where's the lesson?
The story that I have right now is it's pretty weird.
Okay, hold on. I want you to tell the story, but I'm going to bet. Let's take odds right now.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Now, I'm saying, fucking A. I got hundreds.
Oh, get down there.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah, I don't have any ones. I got coins.
So there's three
On a
of us
sca-
and
on
one
a-
of Rob. You want to roll him?
on a scale of 1 to 10, who wants to rate the story before it happens?
4.
Okay, 4. I'm gonna say 6.
Damn
I'm gonna
it.
say 6.
I
I'm
was-
gonna be
that's
generous.
generous.
I was thinking
I'm
about
gonna say
saying
generous,
that.
and I'm gonna say 6.
I had to go 5.
Okay, he goes 5. Now, Price is Right rules. Price is Right rules. You got to match it without going over. So if it's a 3.5, Bob hits it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want you to know, a shitty story can be a great story if you tell it well.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
All right.
here we go.
Here we go.
Because my story has been fucked up the asshole.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, it
little
all
bit.
starts when I moved into this house. Okay. The gentleman who lived here before passed away. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't want to say his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's dead. I don't know if it matters to say his name or not.
Okay. The guy's name was Sonny.
Yeah, it was Sonny. He's a nice guy.
I never met him, but I was told he was a hell of a guy.
Yeah, he sure was.
Well, they came in and they cleaned the house out after the man passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly thereafter, I moved in. Rob's cousin moved in. We were all living here. Well, there was like some strange goings on in the house. I guess that's how you would say it. Like I would hear like creaking, and like if you shut a cabinet, then the cabinet would be open a little bit. You know, like weird little garbage.
Okay.
Well, it was one day, I walked into my bedroom after I got off work, and I looked at my bed, and there was this weird, like, dent, like, right on the edge of my bed. Like, something had been sitting there, but nothing had ever been there. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. So I walked over, and I just kind of, like, smoothed the area out. And later, like, seconds later, I heard, like, creaking, like the floorboards creaking in the house. And I was like, that's weird. Nobody else is here. Well, when I moved out of the bedroom that I was in into the one that I am now, I went through and I went like through the closets, all the drawers, everything, and I found a shoe in a cabinet. And it was one of Sonny's old shoes. Well, one day my landlord came over and I told him like, hey dude, this shoe was left here. You know, I mean, I don't know what you want to do with it. If you want to throw it out, or if you want to keep it, or, you know, whatever. It's your dad's shoe. And he goes, oh, okay, cool. And he took the shoe with him. Almost immediately, nothing weird happened in the house anymore. It was almost like Sonny was, like, connected to that shoe somehow or another. And, like, then he, like, left.
Yeah, but only the one thing happened, though, right?
Well, I mean, that was, like, the one, like, time that I actually saw, like, something, you know, but, like, there was always, like, something going on in the house.
Haunted
Cabinets, you know, like, the floor, you know, like, doors would just, like, open.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. You guys are sitting here judging me.
Well,
Below
we're
me,
always-
all of you.
You just
We're
told
always
me
judging me.
a story of a haunted shoe.
Your haunted shoe.
A haunted
Right.
penny loafer.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a penny loafer. It was like a tennis shoe that
It
had,
was
like,
a
Velcro.
haunted SAS fucking.
It's a haunted sauce.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it
Haunted
was...
fucking.
Beware of the cursed New Balance.
Oh, man, you guys, like, yeah, you joking. It
The
kind of,
souls
it kind
are
of
silent, but the floor is not.
It kind of freaked me out a little bit. You know? I don't know. Fuck you guys.
First of all, Sonny was diabetic. He didn't wear no fucking shoes. He wore sandals, motherfucker.
He didn't feel his feet. They come off.
I don't know, dude. It was a black, like, Velcro tennis shoe.
Holy
Like,
shit, it was his foot.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Okay,
my weird, creepy story.
who had 3? No one had 3.
No, it
No.
was 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6. We all went over. Holy shit, it's a push. How do you like that, folks?
Ba-ba-ba-da.
Wah, wah, wah.
You guys suck.
God damn it.
Whatever. I rule at Plinko.
And in that shoe was a sock. It was...
It was an orthopedic sock!
No, it was one of those hospital socks that has the rubber grippy shit on the bottom.
Getting haunted by a fucking hot sock.
No, dude, I don't know.
The bodies, you only move the headstones!
You didn't move the laces, you only moved the shoes! Didn't you, you bastard? You only moved the shoes!
In the closet, I found a box of Arm & Hammer.
Dr.
Yuck it up.
Souls.
Yuck
It's
it
a
up.
portal from hell. Holy shit.
Hey, man,
This is
it
ridiculous.
really got to me. That's
All right.
all I'm saying.
Okay.
It kind of tripped me
Did
up.
it really?
Yeah, it kind of fucked me up, man. Like, I
That
don't know.
his shoe...
You know, like they always say, I mean, I don't know how it is in like Mexican superstitions and stuff like that, but they always say like, there's an object that like if
It attaches you.
yeah,
You're attached to. Yeah.
Yes, and I don't know why, but for some reason that shoe made a difference in the house.
Well,
Sonny didn't die in that house.
I know he didn't.
he was a practitioner of my left foot.
You know?
That is so horrible.
You know what's fucked up? The other shoe was used as a planter in the front yard.
It was the one left behind.
All I'm saying is that it got to me. It messed with my head at that time.
Well, it's still fucking with you.
Okay.
Whatever, man. Fuck you guys.
You're right. You're completely right.
Holy shit.
I'm expecting this, like, and then on the, on the
Whatever,
window.
dude. Mexicans are scared of candles.
Yeah. No, we're not scared of candles.
Candles help us with scaring of
Yeah.
feeling scary.
The shoes started dripping kiwi.
And he opened the door, and the laces had no wax on the end. Boo!
I don't even know why I hang out with you bastards.
Oh, I got dizzy. Oh, shit.
There was no tread on the shoe.
We're losing Bob.
And the only thing left was one white sock and one black sock.
Sonny had mulatto feet.
Hey, man, don't talk about his black feet. That's the diabetes.
That wasn't a sock. That was just foot skin.
God, I'm getting a headache.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
It was the devil's soul.
Soul.
Dr. Show.
You know what's fucked up? I walked into the bathroom and there was an orthopedic pad.
And I smelled Parmesan cheese.
And it was ghostly feet.
When I walked in there was toenail clippings everywhere. When I came back, they were gone. Oh, don't be sitting over there all Mr. Poopy faced and shit.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad. You told the worst ghost story that fucking ever was.
Dude, that is an experience that happened to me. Whether it was bad or not, that's what happened to me.
Well, you should have found a better way of telling
True
it.
story. True story. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking lie, dude. Say that you fucking...
No!
Like
No!
Sonny
Like the-
tickled your balls or something. Shit,
Holy
something.
shit.
Oh,
You all right there,
man.
Rob?
Whatever.
Falling apart?
That shit's funny, man. I'm
You
sorry.
assholes done.
No.
Yeah,
Not if we can think of more shit. I mean...
God bless.
So much foot powder. So much gold bond.
I spilled gold. Like, that would be scary. You spilled Bond gold powder, and there's footprints.
And there's a size 11.5 fucking shoe print in the gold. Fuck yeah.
Oh, shit, that's...
I mean, come on now.
But just one, because the other one was wearing a shoe.
You fart and it smells like old man. I mean,
And the room was perfect. It smelt like Old Spice. And Vitalis.
no, not Old Spice.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Sonny wore Brute.
High karate.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. Say what you will. That's some real shit that happened to me in this house right here.
Did that scare you?
It's kind of got in my head a little bit.
You should kill yourself.
Whatever.
And then he's gonna haunt you, Rob.
Yeah, then the tugger's gonna haunt your house.
The tugger's gonna haunt your boner.
I'm in your shoes, motherfucker. Don't throw my shoes away. Don't throw my shoes away. Don't throw my shoes away.
It's horrible. But it's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
You know what?
Whatever.
This
Say
could,
what you will, man. I don't even care.
This could not have gone better.
All right, dude. We didn't want to have the episode with ghost stories.
Do you have any other ghost stories? Because that
No, I
one
do
was
not.
a fucking winner. Hey, you know what? The postmortem on that says that was a 9. 8.5, 9.
Yeah, just the rag factor was...
Holy shit.
I almost got to take off my cans, my fucking...
Wingtips gives you an 8.
Oh, my God.
It's good times. It's good times. Yeah.
Almost choked to death.
A white bird, Rob. You want to go back to that? I don't know. I feel like we should probably
Yeah.
next time.
Again,
Rob's
you're gonna
Rob.
you're gonna shit on
Hold
my
on.
fucking shoe story, and you're gonna fucking freak out about a white bird.
Hold on, wait, hold on. There was a white bird in the alley, and when we came back the next day, there was a pair of K-Swiss.
And you're like, I really need this for school.
White Kmart shoe.
No tread. Where has my tread gone? You stole my tread.
Who has my tread? Where are my laces?
And when I went to put the shoes on, one lace was longer than the other.
I don't think
I'm
Tug's
sorry.
fucking amused.
No, we gotta.
Like he's got his
gotta-
own.
we
He's
gotta
got his,
This.
Don't let him ruin your good time.
No, it's just. I don't know.
He opened the door, and now we're fucking ready
Hey
to
man,
throw it.
we were telling.
the Poltershoes are
This was
fucking coming
supposed to
through.
be about.
Poltershoes is the fucking name of this episode. I love that. Poltershoes.
Oh god, it's so horrible.
I hate all of you.
Well, we know that. That's nothing new.
The Poltershoes left scuff marks on the kitchen floor. It was
I
a
have
dancer.
no idea why I hang out with you
He
people.
loved dancing. Ballroom, tap,
Cumbia.
cumbia. Yeah, oh yeah. He had one where the heel was dragging. Fuck yeah.
The spirits of the British Knights. The BK ghost.
Nah, man, I believe they were L.A. Gear.
The LA Gear fucking spirit. The LA Gear poltergeist. The zips. Remember the zips where you fucking. Or the pump up fucking.
The pump.
Yeah,
The Reebok pumps.
I walked into the room and Sonny's spirit was sitting on the edge of the bed pumping his fucking pumps up.
Are you kidding me? I saw him helio away as I was making my bed.
That's a fucking good. Like, hey man.
he was trying to float around in a set of Jordans.
Yeah. God can't get you a new pair of fucking zips or what the fuck?
Holy shit, Nate. British Knights really nice.
Nice. BKs.
Yeah.
For real.
That's digging way back, dude. What's that, like, early 90s? Like, late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, you know, they actually weren't bad shoes. They lasted.
They did.
They lasted
you
100 times
imagine-
longer than a pair of shitty Nikes.
You remember that show Unsolved Mysteries?
With Robert Stack.
With Robert Stack. Maybe you could help out with this, situation.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine Steve. And I walked through the room, and there was a spot on the bed where it looked like somebody had sat there, and then I found a shoe.
Oh my god.
Stack's like, what the fuck was that?
Robert Stack's like, for real? This is what we're doing? Jesus.
And off of the distance here, start
All
hearing
right.
You know, I
of shoes chirping and shit like on a basketball court.
I immediately regret my decision
Goddamn.
telling you people anything.
Sonny can ball like a motherfucker. Look at him. Balling ass motherfucker, Sonny.
Shit, it's been almost like goddamn 15 minutes we've gotten out of this.
Oh, the fucking best. Oh,
right,
I'm
so-
telling you, if you have any other story, please.
I do not.
Fucking 9.5. We were all wrong.
Good.
Absolutely. Sonny, I hope you don't fucking haunt me for what I did.
Sonny is gonna fuck you up, man. You're gonna be sitting there drinking a soda one day and it's gonna spray out of your nose.
Sonny, it wasn't you. It was this fucking cocksucker. It was just the greatest. You can't help it.
What are you talking shit for? You got your headphones on backwards.
I like to think that he's up there laughing his balls off.
I put both my shoes on, and they're both left feet. I don't know how you get two left shoes, but that's
Whatever.
You just don't pay
Chilling.
attention.
chilling.
Blow it out your ass, all of you.
You know what he did when he took that shoe?
He threw it in the trash.
He went to the nearest Valero and threw it in the trash at a gas station.
Well, then
And
then Sonny is haunting that Valero.
Some homeless guy's like, fuck yeah, fucking.
Check out this awesome SAS shoe that I found.
And it comes with a buddy.
Yeah, that homeless guy's sitting there talking to Sonny, and people are just walking by like, crazy fucking
Crazy
homeless guy.
homeless guy.
Hey, they'd probably still throw him money though.
It's all like touched by a homeless angel or something.
Shit.
Isn't that just called rape? Or being molested behind a dumpster?
$20 is $20. Where do we go from here?
I don't
Holy
know,
shit.
man.
I don't,
I
like.
think we're
I want to go back to the story, but I feel like we gotta go back and
No,
like,
dude.
Yeah, I think
it's-
we gotta do that another night.
Yeah.
And
next Saturday.
yeah.
Hold on.
I think we're up Sneaker Creek without laces. Tug Gravy is now flicking me off for that off the wall fucking stupid joke. Oh, he's still flicking me off.
That was high quality right there, buddy.
I'll tell you, man. Every once in a while, I got a gem.
You ever laugh so hard you like, am I gonna pass out? Like, just,
No, it laughed so hard it gave me a headache.
It really wasn't like on my scale of what's funny. It really wasn't that funny because
No.
Rob didn't take his glasses off
No,
and
of course
rub his
not. It wasn't funny.
and rub his eyes while he was laughing. So
No, but he beat the shit out of this table though.
I'm sure there's some very expensive equipment that's gonna have to be
Sneaker
repaired.
Creek without laces was a fucking gem. I wish. Oh. All right, Dave.
how much time we got left?
There's still time. Good thing it wasn't a boot you found.
God forbid it wasn't a pair of pants.
So this is what an aneurysm feels like.
Do you smell burnt toast?
Yes, an aneurysm
Fuck
feels
you.
like our pleasure.
Don't have an aneurysm. I don't have to throw your shoes out too.
They had to spend eternity in this house listening to pointless stories.
No, it would.
I'm sorry, Steve. That's terrible.
You would find the haunted belt.
Steve's haunted female belt. In 100 years from now, they'll be like, there was a woman that lived here. She was very large.
Had a beard too.
There was a circus woman that lived here.
I can't breathe. I hate the fact that y'all are laughing so goddamn hard. Bob's about to vomit in the corner over here.
There was a
Jesus
bearded woman that lived here. And she talked all the time about how she was clairvoyant and she could see the past. Something about shoes, lots of shoes, San Antonio shoes, treads, laces.
Dr. Scholes.
Something about a doctor, an evil doctor named Scholes. Something about an evil scientist named Dr. Scholes.
I don't need this shit in my life right now.
Did all kinds of evil experiments.
You've made Nate go blind, man.
Dr. Scholes. Future generations will rue the day they ever fucked
the soundboard
with the mad bearded cowboy woman of fucking Lee Hall Street. She had a beard but loved rhinestones. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
It's all like Madame Lerie.
A rhinestone circus girl.
Like a rhinestone freak show.
Oh shit. I hurt. Okay, there's Steve.
I'm sorry, Steve. That was.
Come on, Tug.
That.
You know what,
Okay.
guys? It's been a few weeks since we've all hung out. You're welcome for that. By the way.
Such a good sport.
You are. Holy shit.
You fuckers are welcome. Y'all haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
Hold on. This really is just capturing what normally happens.
Yeah.
It's an example
Yes,
of what happens.
it starts out very legitimate, and then it ends up, hey everybody, let's fuck with Steve.
It's like a snowball. It just gains momentum to it's fucking unstoppable.
Hold on. I'd like to point something out here. You're the type of person that you open a restaurant, metaphorically speaking.
Okay.
Then you serve the best food in town. And then go, why in the fuck is everyone eating here? Like, what the fuck is going on that this shit is the greatest thing going on right now?
Because there's a
I can't get
spooky
enough.
boot scoot going
Yeah,
on.
I cannot. People are going, this is the fucking greatest. Like, you want to be funny, but you're not funny on your own terms.
Oh.
I'm not trying to be mean.
I wasn't even trying to be funny. I told you guys a legitimate story that really got in my head,
You know what? That's very true. I'm
Well,
sorry. I'm sorry about that.
and you guys took it way the fuck over there.
Yeah, but it was like 20 minutes of. Well, I don't know if anybody's gonna find it entertaining.
I'll tell you this right
but we're
now.
laughing our asses
Nobody's
off.
gonna find it. You just delete it now.
No.
Hell no. That is
Don't
fucking
you
gold.
dare
Holy
delete that.
shit.
What the fuck
I'm
is
in
wrong
control.
with you?
I'm not deleting shit. Oh god.
So anyway,
My head.
I want you to know that you did more. Like, this was... This went as well as it could go.
I guarantee you, whatever happened after I told my shoe story was way better than your white bird.
which
You're absolutely right. That
We're-
is totally true.
we're gonna have to wrap this up, gentlemen. The
We gotta
ones-
wrap up the spooky boot scoot.
the Poltershoes.
The Poltershoes. That's
So anyway, my name is Bob. As always, with me, Nate,
Let's go.
Rob, and Steve-O.
I hate this.
I appreciate you listening to the Blunderbuss special. This is the Poltershoes episode. Like us on Facebook. What else are we on? Twitter.
Haunted Souls!
Like us, love us, subscribe.
It's Poltershoes, not Polterjews.
Thank you, Nathan. I thought he said that.
No, I said Poltershoes.
You
No, you
said
said
Jews.
You did say
Not-
Jews.
Yeah, sure.
No, you really did.
Okay, Poltershoes. Because I burst a blood vessel in my brain and I can't talk properly because I'm laughing too hard. Anyway, Thank you much. Have a good night from all of us.
Happy Halloween, you shoe wearing motherfuckers. Don't die with shoes on.
We're gonna have to do the spooky story later. Rob, sorry, I fucked it up.
Just don't end up Sneaker Creek with it. Fucking idiots.
Okay, hold on. Yeah.